Young
I'm just trying to get this money. I'm trying to stay out the way and get paid. I'm just trying to get this money.
So-called friends that I hate, I cut them motherfuckers off for new friends.
Right. And that goes back to like blending, you know what I'm saying? Just because you my blood don't mean we family.
You like to be dumb. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's why I'm saying it's a different generation. So anything that's under 18 right now, who they look up to now?
They bros. They bros. It's
Who the rapper that controlling the kids nowadays?
To try to get some of that so you can know how to elevate yourself, because in the game it's all about elevation.
Yeah.
That's what it's on.
Yeah, I done heard people saying that I thought I was better because I said that I didn't like to live in a community full of ain't shit ass motherfucking people that ain't trying to do shit, you know what I'm saying? And the 2 million. If I made it to 500,000 at the age I am at 48, I'm cool. I know how to maintain that.
Right.
I ain't got to be filthy rich. Who I'm impressed. When you die, you can't take all that money with you. Think about it.
They calling you every day talking about, let's send me this, send me that. You gonna get tired of that send me, right? But you wasn't mad when you was taking them dollars.
Right.
You wasn't mad when he was going out every day bleeding the block down, doing this, doing that. You was right there with him. You was in the car with him. You know, who ride and do ride. But as soon as he got in there trouble, he ain't no good, and you tucking your tail and you looking, you not, now you ashamed.
Yeah.
And don't be you. Hey, I tell you what, all those bitches you fucking with in the street, you better say bye bye to that, cause you mine.
Fuck them bitches. They know what it is.
What to say?
Yeah.
What to say?
You the trap life. You the trap queen.
Nigga, you trap.
Yeah.
For life.
Bro, the bitch looked at me like I was fucking crazy. I'm like, bitch, we going to a fucking restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I could have went to McDonald's. Shit, I could. Bro,
I might supersize your shit.
Nigga, I need to take some advice from you, my nigga. I'm taking that. I'm gonna be like, no, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up with a double cheeseburger. Like, hey, motherfucker, we gonna eat right here, nigga. You know what I mean?
You hate the type of man he is, but you got a son sitting at the house. Same way. You don't like this man, but you raising your son like that. So it's a repeat cycle.
A repeat cycle, right?
Somebody gonna talk about your son the same way you talking about somebody else's son.
Kids, and you know what I'm saying, coming up poor, watching other people have nice things, so you know that made me want more. You know, besides me getting in the streets and doing other stuff illegally, risking my life for it. So you know, when I had the chance to do something a little bit differently, I made that change myself. You might need a favor or two. If I can help, then I got you. But other than that, I'm only obligated to help you with your kids if I said I do. If I ain't said I do, we gave each other. That's just how I look at it.
She can't get enough of me. I'm all in my and she got me stuck in a loop. She all in my dream, man, this bitch so I need. She hit my phone, it ring, ring, ring. I ain't lie, bro, she fine, she the best I done seen. I gotta like her with this run that fine.
What's up? Hey, you know, this is A1, you know what I'm saying? It's my podcast show. We got a guest in the house.
Hey everybody, my name is Nia Lee.
She kind of new, so you know, we gonna break her in.
Just a little bit. Don't be too rough. Don't be too rough. This is all good.
Yeah, this is my dog. Straight up. We gonna get to it.
Want to kind of lead some conversation?
Oh yeah.
Okay, say less. Okay. So man, once again, we back again. Awun Podcast. We got the digital setups now, man. How you liking the new look of your podcast?
I like it. Hell yeah. I fucks with it.
All digital, baby. You know, all representing the brand. Awun,
Right.
we taking it to the next level.
Straight
got
up.
big things coming. Got the books out, right?
Right.
Shouts out to the Arthur. We're going to hit everybody up with that Arthur game for a charge, of
Right.
course. You know?
Right.
Hey, the game should be sold, not told. Hey, what's your name, though?
My name is Nia Lee.
Okay, Nia Lee in the building. I heard you got some swag to you. I heard you're controversial. You know, on this podcast, we don't say what the fuck we want to say.
That's right.
We trigger people.
Yeah.
You know, we do whatever. You know, it's all real, all realness right here, all authentic.
Right.
So you gotta tell me, right? We gonna hop right into it.
Let's go.
You know, hey.
No need to sugarcoat anything.
Come on,
we come to handle the business.
Come on, handle the business. Come on. So you being a black queen, of course, right? You
Definitely.
know, you got a black king right here.
Definitely.
Man. You got to tell me, like, what do you think about the dating scene in Kansas City right now, or just relationships, period, between the man and the woman? Like, what's going on? Talk to me.
I think, just from my point of view, when it comes to dating realistically, you got to be open, you got to be understanding, you got to be realistic in what you asking for and understanding what you asking for. A lot of times people think you're going to jump into this already made situation where this person is idealistically just perfect for you, when really and truly you joining two different lifestyles together to become as one. So you have to understand that person was raised this way, you was raised that way, and how y'all gonna compromise in the middle to join it together. So that's not necessarily always easy. It's not a cookie cut type of situation. It's gonna be trials and tribulations that you're gonna go through and all kind of bending. But if that's work what you trying to focus on, you're gonna put in that work. It's not going to be a situation where, I believe that a man, when he wants something, there's no stopping it. Just like when he wants that pair of shoes, when he wants that outfit, when he wants that car, he's going to get it. So when he wants that woman, he's going to get that woman. There's no question about it. There's no in between. He's going to make it plain for you. Are you listening?
I like that. The man, right. the real man don't get what he wants. You know what I'm saying? We the hunters. What do you gotta say about some of these men? What do you gotta say about some of these men who don't have that drive, like don't have that ambition?
Well, that would be
complaining.
That would be competing where you don't compare. Okay, so we all know what that means. And so if you don't compare where you trying to compete, well, then you got to step aside and let the real ones come, because then you're gonna get over trumped. And then you're going to forever be trying to catch up. And then it's going to be competition with the woman. You're not going to appreciate her for the values that she has to possess, because you're going to be inferior of yourself for the lack of yourself. Mm-hmm. A lot of times people have an issue and then their ego gets in the way where they don't understand what it is that, you're dealing with. It's a lot of different things that to surface it and deflect it from there.
Now, it's true. It becomes a competition thing when a man is insecure, the man isn't going after his purpose, so he blames the woman, or he's purpose driven, he doesn't have a purpose. So what do you got to say about this, A1? You're a real motherfucker, man. One of the realest I know, and I highly respect you.
Appreciate it.
What I'm saying? So what are some of these men? And, I have to do to step it up and get into that position, man.
Hey, shit, a lot of these niggas is weak, for real. I mean, I'm just going to say that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, they can't really be a man, you know what I'm saying? Or they can't really say what they want to say, because they need the woman to take care of them, you know what I'm saying? So they got to be like a little mouse, you know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? It just real. I ain't never been one of them type of dudes, you know what I'm saying? I'm raised around a lot of go-getter dudes, you know what I'm saying? I came from a different era, you know what I'm saying? Cut from a different cloth. So, like she said, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes, they ain't men, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. Weak ass niggas, though. They need a woman for everything.
I call them mice.
Yeah.
They're mice nuts.
They mice nuts.
They mice nuts. They ain't got big kahunas. They got the mice nuts.
Hell yeah. They can't be theyself.
Pretenders.
Yeah. And only time they gonna be theyself is when they with their friends. When they with their friends, they gonna talk about the woman behind her back. And then when she in his face, he gonna kiss her ass. And I hate those type of women that be bragging on their men and like he really do so much. Nigga don't even own the car. Nigga drive her car. Nigga don't even pay 2 or 3 bills in the house. He don't put no motherfucking food in the house. He don't do shit. If her car break down, he can't even help her get it fixed. Not even the brakes on that motherfucker. So how you a man? You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a man, because guess what? Nigga, I'm married. So you know what I'm saying? I pay every bit of 85, 90% of the bills. You know what I'm saying? That's some man shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't believe in that, you know, a man gonna do it all. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't what I'm gonna do. Because I ain't with that. I'm gonna do everything and all I get in return is some recycled pussy. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. And some badass kids. Nah, I ain't with that shit. Nah, I ain't gonna do that one. But I will do majority of the shit, but you gonna be doing something too.
Right. I believe in, you know, when it comes to certain things like that, you know, you gotta show your value, you know, and it's all about the value. People speak on the value, they speak on the worth. The worth is not in between your legs. The worth is in your heart on the inside. Yeah. And what you produce on the outside. Either you born with it or you're not. Right. You know, that's something, you know, that's something that's not easily obtained. You're either born with it or you're not. Mm-hmm. So that goes back to competing and comparing, you know, either you got it or you don't got it, you know. Now we can work towards it, but it has to be something workable, you know. It's certain things that a man has to have before he even come trying to, you know, approach a woman in that type of way. And number one is you got to maintain yourself. You got to be able to provide for self before you even trying to add to somebody else's life. You got to show the work that you grounded in yourself. Whether it be mentally, physically, spiritually, because there's going to be different things. And as a man, he was physically put here to be the image without even having to speak. Right. So with that being said, he got to be able to carry that. So you got to have a car, you got to have a house, and you got to have a job before you even think about approaching any type of woman.
Some income coming in.
Something.
Straight up. I agree.
I think a lot of men, you know, just need to work on self, mental health, that inner self, that deep introspection, you know, something, because let's just say there's a lot of men that's really lacking out here, and me and A1 are a rare breed, and when women see guys like us, they're fascinated, like, oh, y'all niggas still exist, right? So if you could give a man like 5 frameworks on how to improve their selves, right? Because too many of them right now are making too many fucking excuses and they're playing that victim mentality. They're highly emotional, very reactive, they're in survival mode. And like A1 that said they're living off a woman, right? Yeah. You know, and it's pissing a woman off. And of course that woman's going to disrespect him. She's going to cheat on him. Yeah. That man can't say shit because he's a mouse. Right. What type of frameworks would you give a man, you know, your queen, coach these men up?
As far as like, you know, when you trying to approach a woman and you trying to do something longevity, have full intentions. Have an idea and a direction of where you headed, because you're trying to partake and ask this woman to submit. Well, what does that mean? What are we submitting to? Right. Are you giving us something to submit to, or are you trying to go on the idealistic idea of what a traditional frame is what you heard? Are you living it, or are you talking about it? You know, so really and truly when it comes to approaching a woman, you got to have yourself together. You got to be willing to put your ego and your pride aside. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when you get into a deep conversation and different things happen, you got to be able to come to your woman and feel comfortable with being able to express yourself. So pride and ego is out the door when you're in a real relationship. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's for one. For two, you know, if something do go wrong or something is challenging or whatever, I believe in talking to your mate. You shouldn't be talking to somebody else more than what you talking to your mate. You know, that's how problems start. That's where trouble come. You know, number 3, you know, you need to be able to make a way out of no way. I believe that a man should have house money and play money, and those two don't combine. Okay, you should have a job and a side job. just like a woman should. Whether she is the homemaker and the help maker, she got to have two type of things that she's doing herself. It's not all on one person because, in a real world, in a real situation, he's going to come with what he come with. You going to come with what you come with, and then y'all going to blend it together and y'all going to make it happen.
Teamwork, that's the way make the dream work.
Exactly.
Straight up.
Straight up fact. It's a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Coming together to win. We coming together to multiply each other.
Exactly.
Right?
But you know what's crazy though? Who I blame, like when you say a lot of these dudes is emotional, right? I blame a lot of the black women because they baby they fucking sons like a motherfucker. They be grown as a motherfucker, and you will act like these motherfuckers is little kids. So if you babying your motherfucking son, how the fuck can he be a man? Then two, if you babying your motherfucking son, what's the first thing when it comes to a woman? When they get mad, what they do? They want to fight.
Right.
They want to do stupid shit like that. They want to fight all the time. So if a dude is raised up by his mother and he ain't got no type of male structure or a daddy, stepdad, or uncle, nobody to show him a man role, if he watch his mama, every time his mama get mad, violence come out her mouth, right? So when he get older, what's the first thing he gonna do when he have a disagreement with a dude? He gonna pull out a gun. Now, he wanna kill that man when it could have been talked out. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them dudes be emotional. If a lot of these dudes wasn't emotional, you wouldn't even have a high-ass crime rate that we got. And it's fucked up in the black community. That's why I say this. I don't carry no gun for an average race. I carry that motherfucker for the black people. Because them the motherfuckers that's going to try to take your life. Them the motherfuckers gonna try to take your life real quick. It's your own kind. Your own kind be jealous of you. You can go outside right now and look like something. Nigga just don't like you. Just because you look like something or you doing something that they ain't doing. What they gonna do? Try to rob you?
That's called
yeah. Or they gonna try to kill you for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So if they had more like did a lot of the women, if you do got a baby daddy or y'all co-parent, when that child fuck up, stop interfering with the daddy's discipline. If that motherfucker fuck up and the daddy beat his ass, don't come in trying to baby that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that's my baby. That's my baby. Okay, when this motherfucker get killed or locked up, let that be your baby then. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I done seen too many motherfucking dudes. I know a lot of women that's between the age of 40 and 45. And I said the same shit about 10 years ago. I promise you right now, where they son at? He dead or locked up, most of them. They on that motherfucker talking about they can't wait till their son get out. Or he only got 3 or 4 more years to do. Free so-and-so. No, it's probably your fault because the women let their sons run their house. So how you gonna have a man? It's only one king of the castle. If I'm paying bills in his house, your son don't run shit. That nigga over the age of 18 and he don't want to follow my rules, nigga, he got to go. If he can't go, then nigga, I'm gone. Because there's only one king and one queen. If you the queen, I'm the king, how this nigga helping you?
That would be the prince and the princess.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I see it all the time when I watch. That's why I don't even watch the news no more. I swear to God, people get mad when I say this. It ain't just black people. Man, come on. Let's be fucking real. Everything you see most black people go to, what they do? Destroy that motherfucker. Look at this shit in Houston at the rodeo. You know what I'm saying? You made black people look bad. You done set us back. I done heard they done had chicks fucking in cars. Let the windows down so everybody can see this shit. You got a lot of the women in their 40s, 50s. Y'all looking up to the female rappers, and most of them is crybabies behind the scene. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing half the shit they saying. They promoting it to y'all. So you stupid motherfuckers lose your relationship with your man. You know what I'm saying? Dumb, man. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
What's your out?
I definitely look at like, you know, when it comes to preparing the kids in a realistic lifestyle, you know, as a parent, are we setting them up to be able to supersede where we, you know, where we may have made a mistake or where we may have went wrong, or are we setting them up for failure?
Yeah.
Are we guiding them? Are we giving them an outlay of, you know, in the home as far as what the world is going to project? You know, for me and mine, I teach them in a way that, you know, it's no different between a man and a woman.
Right.
Y'all all got the same roles in the house.
Yep.
We ain't putting the boys on the trash and the girls got to do the dishes and the laundry. No, everybody got to do it, because realistically, when a man gets in a relationship, you're not equipping him for it to be able to need this individual.
Right.
Okay? Because he don't know how to do this. He don't know how to do that. So many men don't know how to fill out an application.
Yeah.
So many men don't know how to read that book or articulate themselves. So then they counting on that woman for the lack in them. And then that's where that issue comes. Where they arguing, where they mad because now they feeling like they got handcuffs. But who really cuffed yourself? You cuffed yourself. Mm-hmm. You know, when you didn't choose to take heed with what was being said because you was praised or you was rewarded because, oh, you could play ball like this or you could do that, or, oh, my son got the height, or, oh, he look good, or, oh, he this or that. But in the end of the day, that's not how the world see him. He's just another man out there. Mm-hmm. She's just another woman out there. So what are we doing to prepare them for that? You know, that's how I feel. You know, you gotta prepare your children for what the world is going to do, because when they get that no, that's when they turn around and get to cutting up and acting up. See, because you didn't prepare them in the home when you told them no. Right. So then when the world tell them no, now they want to fight. They want to shoot. They want to cut up. They don't even know how to go to the areas and act decent anymore. You know, they turn around and embarrassing us. Well, what happened to the days where we say, hey, what you a representation of me at all times? Yeah. You know, where is that at?
Mm-hmm. That's why I don't like really going too many black spots unless it's an older crowd. Look at that other shit. What's that other shit that happened about a month ago? When they had, it was like some chicks or something got killed.
Yeah, the nigga walked up in there with a gun. Yeah. Killed the chicks, walked up inside the club.
Yeah. That's why I be like, I'm like, the game is fucked up. And then when I was coming up, women and children was off limits.
Yep.
Right.
The new generation, it goes again. These niggas is emotional. They kill the woman and they kill kids.
They kill the kids.
You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, how can I respect a man that go around killing women and killing kids? You know what I'm saying? That it's just stupid to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like, man, that's why I don't like staying in the communities where it's full of niggas. Only way I like staying around a community where it's black people like me, we all trying to do the same shit. We all work together in a community. We both share the same interests. That's just like right now. If you doing good, you got a good job, you raising your kids right. If you stay next door to a woman, her kids bad as fuck. They don't listen to her. She's violent. She like to fight. What's going to happen? Her kids going to try to bully your kids.
Right.
Then y'all going to have some issues. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather stay in an area where everybody is respectful.
Mm-hmm. That ain't no different than back in the day when your parents would say, hey, don't talk to this one, don't talk to that one, don't hang with this one, or when it was a neighborhood and they was going to pick out a house or whatever. They didn't want to pick out a house that trash was all over the street or the neighbors was looking like they didn't keep the yard up, because that's going to bring the property value down in their home and what they're inputting in. So that goes the same as your family. It brings your family down when you soul tie with an individual that is not like-minded. Period. Okay.
You got a point.
It brings your family down, no matter what. I don't care what it look like. I don't care if you feel like, she acting like she better than me. No, she's valuing what she has in her that is different from you. And really and truly, you should be taking heed to try to get some of that so you can know how to elevate yourself. Because in the game, it's all about elevation.
Yeah,
that's what it's on.
Yeah, I done heard people say that I thought I was better because I said that I didn't like to live in a community full of ain't shit ass motherfucking people that ain't trying to do shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck though. So I don't want to stay around you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm elevated in being doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep doing. That's why I fuck with people that's like on my type of level. Like my dog right here all day. You know what I'm saying? And you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really give a fuck about what nobody else think because they ain't paying my bills. They ain't doing shit for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when I got married. How the fuck did I get married? And motherfuckers was taking me off their friends list and blocking me. And you was some of the same bitches I probably didn't fuck back in the day. When you had the chance, you didn't show me shit, but you thought you was slick. And you fuck with niggas. You know what I'm saying? All type of shit. Now you mad. You mad because you know I'm a real motherfucking nigga and I pay my motherfucking way. And you can get some dick by a couple of niggas, but they ain't doing what I'm doing. Think about it. You want a nigga to pay 100% or damn near 100%. Now, bitch, you gotta pay it all percent yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they be mad. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work together. It ain't my fault that you fuck with a nigga and he can't do nothing for you. That's your fault. You picked him like that. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, when I was younger, I used to be like, damn, I like bad bitches. I'm gonna tell you straight up. What a bad bitch do for me? She a bill. I pay for that. I bought it. I bought you for a few hours. As long as then I could send you back. I can buy you for a year and send your ass back. You thinking you telling your friends, girl, that nigga bought me that. Bitch, that ain't shit. You want a pair of shoes or something like that? That ain't breaking me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing. And think about it. In the black community, a lot of the women, they cool. This what they like. Their hair done. Their nails done. Their toes done. That's all they like. Or you take them out to eat. Comedy club, shit like that. Me, I tell them, what's your credit score like? Nigga, what kind of job you got? Nigga, what's your plans? You ain't got no goals? What kind of talents you got? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm looking at that. Because, nigga, I'm thinking about, because if I fuck with you, I'm trying to invest in you. Because, nigga, guess what? If I invest in you, that's going to help me out in the long run. So if you ain't got no talent, no ambition, bitch, you for right now.
Exactly. The same difference for a man.
Yeah.
It don't matter. It don't matter if it's a man or a woman. It's not based on no gender. You know, the men come like that too. You know, y'all get with these men to sell these drugs, do this, do that. Okay, well, is you gonna do the time?
Yeah.
Is you gonna do the time?
Yeah.
When he do the crime?
Yeah.
Is you gonna help him out when he's in there crying and calling you every day talking about, let's send me this, send me that? You gonna get tired of that send me, right? But you wasn't mad when you was taking them dollars.
Right.
You wasn't mad when he was going out every day bleeding the block down, doing this, doing that. You was right there with him. You was in the car with him, you know, hoorah and do-rah. But as soon as he got in that trouble, he ain't no good, and you tucking your tail and you looking, now you ashamed.
Yeah.
But you wasn't ashamed when he was buying you that Louis, buying you them red bottoms. You know what I'm saying? Getting you them bundles. You know, but if you came with something, then you didn't have to take anything. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? If you came with something to deposit, you ain't gonna be sitting around taking anything.
You know what though? I check this out. When I was in the streets, tough, getting my money like how average nigga was getting it. All the women was representing me. When I went legit, I got books out. Clothes, podcasts, movies in Texas, all the shit I do, motherfucker won't share my shit. They won't like or do nothing. They'll see my shit, but they play it off. That's until I blow. Now, if I blow, then they gonna say, I know that nigga, I used to fuck with him. Nah, bitch, I ain't fucked with you, I fucked you.
That's kind of attachment.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know me like that, cause nigga, if you ain't helping me get where I'm trying to go, I don't know you like that. You know, that's just like God. If you ain't following this lead, I don't know you. Depart from me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be like, damn, I know thousands of women. Motherfuckers used to be always in my face. I'm riding clean, TVs, beat everything the niggas got. Cars, paint, everything. They on a nigga dick. When a nigga went legit, we ain't supporting him. How the fuck I ain't went viral from the so-called black queens that I fucked with?
I would say that would be observation and choices, because you know, back then you said I was looking for this look, I was looking for that look, but you wasn't looking for that internal. You know what I mean? The internal is gonna show you what they're gonna do. They gonna last the longest, because anybody that don't appreciate a man for what he do, you know, from his hands, because that's where the wealth comes, through your own hands, through your own talent of what you have to multiply and make more. So with that being said, you know, why wouldn't you want somebody that had a 9-to-5 over this little street money? Because the street money ain't gonna last. We all know the fast money don't last long. You know, you looking for somebody to come in and invest and to multiply and build up, because, you know, in the long run, it's all about a benefit. Like, if something happened to me, then what we gonna do? So if I'm spending all my time as a man and I'm investing in this woman and I'm being around her and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, then and then something happened and I can't do that anymore, now we done failed because there's nothing there left. Nah, you supposed to be investing in the woman, building her up, so that if anything go, y'all both able to supersede whatever's going on.
Yeah.
You know, that's just how I feel. I feel like, you know, get me to a position where I can, you know, build myself up and take it to another level. Release some of my tension, release some of my stress, because if you coming in thinking that you about to be giving me some dick don't pay the bills.
Right.
That don't pay no bills. That ain't no different than how you feel about the pussy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, it gets old, it gets tired, and after a while, it just feels like you poking. I'm just gonna keep it real. That's what it is, because if things ain't met, we can't be playing. You know, at the end of the day, you know, we see you riding around, we see you looking good, we see you doing this, we see you doing that, but we ain't see what it took to get to what you was doing.
I got something for you though. How you feel about family and friends? But before you respond, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm trying to get my breath back, because I was sick with bronchitis. In case if they be like, damn, I'm keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? My breath ain't all the way 100 yet. You know what I'm saying? I was sick from bronchitis. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But you can go ahead.
How I feel about family as far as what?
I mean, people ask me all the time for as like, family ain't never supported me on shit for real. You know what I'm saying? Your family be your biggest haters. And your so-called friends. You know what I'm saying? They'll be in your face acting like they rooting for you, but really they hoping you fail so they can talk about you.
Right. And I mean, like I say, you know, what they say when you graduate from high school. How many people are you gonna take on from that day and time? How many people are you really gonna link with? That ain't no different than in your family. Just because we blood don't mean that we think alike. We are an individual.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what I believe in and how I go and what I had to go through ain't necessarily what the next person had to go through. So if you don't value it in the same way, you're not gonna see it in the enlightenment and what I see it in. You know, you're not going to understand it because you ain't went through what I went through to get it. Exactly. So you're not even going to respect it the same at the end of the day. So for me, I believe in individual. I love family. I'm definitely a family individual and all of that. But hey, I fucks with who fucks with me. And if you don't show me that at the bottom of the day, when the going gets tough, that you ain't there, oh baby, trust me, believe when I go up, you ain't gonna be there neither.
I feel you though, but guess what? I don't value family like that. You know what I'm saying? Because family ain't these shit for me. Anything that I got, I either had to took penitentiary chances, I worked to get it, or I got it out of a bitch. Family ain't did shit for me, so I only value certain family members, and that's probably, I can count on my hand. Other than that, I like living how I live, because nigga, at the age I am, about to be 48 June 9th, shit, I made it further than a lot of motherfuckers in my family did. Nobody congratulated me. They said I was gonna be locked up, dead, in jail, compared me to my daddy, and all that type of shit. But look at me now, shit. I'm making big moves, you know what I'm saying? I stay networking, and I fuck with who fuck with me. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't be caring about none of that other type of shit. Then all the so-called friends that I had, I cut them motherfuckers off for new friends.
Right. And that goes back to like blending, you know what I'm saying? Just because you my blood don't mean we family. Family comes from what, you know, somebody has been there, done, and showed. You know, a friend, you don't have to talk to them every day. You can pick up the phone and it's like I ain't never left off. You know what I mean? If they really real and really there for you, right, and there to, you know, encourage you along the way. It ain't about the dollar. It ain't about none of that. It's just about the conversation and showing up for an individual. Yeah. You know, that's what makes family to me. It's not necessarily a bloodline. It's about how you're there.
Yeah. Hey, how you feel about toxic people?
I definitely don't deal with toxic people because, you know, the reason why I don't deal with toxicity of any type of sort of drama is because when it comes to God, it's all about, you know, he like calmness. He can't speak to you. He can't direct you if your mind is all over the place and all this and that. So what are you producing? What are you, who's directing you? Where you coming from? You know what I mean? I don't even like to, you know, get into the spiritual, but that's just who I am and how I am at the end of the day. So when it comes to toxicity, to me, that's just wasted time. We already on borrowed time, and then you're going to turn around and waste time by dwelling in something that ain't going to get you nothing at the end of the day. Now that's just wasted. If it ain't about money or elevation, we don't even need to be doing that, especially in 2026. We're not hooking up with individuals that ain't already set up in the direction of where you trying to go. We not making mistakes of getting babies with niggas that don't even know how to provide or do nothing with. We not linking with females just because they body look good, because they face look good, because they got this and got that. Okay, well when all that start falling and shifting, then what you gonna do? Then how it's gonna be, you know, at the end of the day. So then that's when, you know, the cheating comes and the this and that, because you already chose this individual for the wrong thing.
Think people are missing the alignment. You know, you gotta be aligned evenly yoked, you know? Right. And people are just going for the looks, the material shit, and missing that divine alignment. And rushing into fucking things way too quick, you know? Especially men and women, they're very lustful. Everybody's hypersexual now due to the music and all the shit you see on social media, which is propaganda tool to keep us distracted and manipulated. That's why we create our own media. That's why we're on A1's podcast right now, speaking the realest of the real, right? So what do you gotta say about some of these people that are hypersexual and distracted by the music and, you know, just anything that's a distraction to keep them away from their true purpose? Like, what do you think the state the world is in right now?
I call it walking STDs. I call it walking STDs. Like y'all asking for it. You blinded by the idea, but you're not really realistically understanding what you linking with. So you gonna give up everything that you done worked for from the beginning to now, just because of the way somebody look, just because of the idea of what you thought you was gonna get. That's why you gotta value yourself and know who you are and the worth in you. Then you ain't gonna be easily connected with nobody. That's an energy vulture. You know what I'm saying? That's a complete distraction. Like T.I. said, at this point, you a distraction. Because you causing me to derail from the plan in which supersedes all of this mess.
All right, but check this out. How do you feel about child support?
I feel like you shouldn't have to make nobody take care of no child. You know, I honestly, I don't believe in child support, but I do understand why certain people do.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because of the simple fact, you're not going to create a life for me. You ain't going to create a world for me just because we got into this situation and necessarily, really and truly, 9 out of 10, we was only fucking. Let's just keep it real. Whether it be the female or the male. You know, a lot of times men don't like females to think like that, but hey, it is what it is. That sometimes that's all they want. Yeah. They're not looking for this whole situation and necessarily to link with this guy to do this, to do that. No, They was looking for the thrill just like you was looking for the thrill. Let's just keep it real. And then what happens? Because we had sex, now we got this situation. Yeah. That now it's called a situation shift. Okay? So how we gonna respond from that? We gonna respond on the simple fact of how did we get into this? Like, don't forget how we linked. Don't forget what caused us to hook up. So at the end of the day, don't be asking for something thinking that, like my friend said, keep a nigga, baby. It ain't gonna keep him. It never was gonna keep him. Because y'all only linked up to do what it was that y'all was doing. Y'all created the situation based on what y'all was doing. Well, so what?
I didn't have to keep a nigga, baby. Motherfuckers did that to me. Yeah.
Did it keep you?
No.
Exactly. You kept going on.
I wanted to fuck with the child because I'm the type of person, if the child is here, I fuck with the child, but I didn't want you. You know what I'm saying? I want the child. We cool and shit, but I was the type of nigga, I like variety of women. Women are beautiful. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to look at one and I'm young in my teens and 20s and be like, I just want you. No. You got a fat ass, she got one too. She look good too. It's something about her that I like. I'm going to stop doing that shit when I want to, not when you want me to. So you going to use the baby to try to keep a nigga, and it didn't work. So now what they do with what you said, they'll run down there to the child support. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this. If a woman got to say so, if she keeps the baby or she gets rid of it and they say that's her body, I believe this. A man should have a say so. If he want to take care of that motherfucker, because you knew he didn't know you like that. Y'all just fucking. So if you choose to keep a nigga, baby, bitch, you should be reliable for it, not him. What you think about that?
No, I don't agree with that.
What?
Because I'm coming from the sense of the fact, I don't care if you 16, 17, 18, 25, 35, 45, 65, 85. I don't care what you are.
So what you don't agree with?
I don't agree with the simple fact of making a kid and not taking care of the kid.
Listen what I'm saying.
You shouldn't have to force nobody to take care of their kid.
But listen. If y'all got a say so, if I got you pregnant, and you be like, I don't want this baby.
Right.
You make the choice. If I say I want the baby, you say I don't want it.
Right. But let's talk about why they saying 9 out of 10 that they wouldn't want it. They're looking at the situation that they got in with the individual, and they looking at the behavior of what he's already shown.
You think they don't know that when they first met the nigga?
Now they was blinded because they thought that they was going to
They thought he looked big. Come on.
No, they thought they was going to keep.
Think about it.
They thought that they was going to be different.
I'm going to tell you straight up. I done pulled up on females. Nigga, I used to fuck out, riding clean and everything. Bitch, you know I got bitches. Back then, but you still want to open your legs. Bitch, I ain't got no condom. I'm drunk as fuck. I'm trying to fuck something. You gonna let me. So, guess what? You gonna keep that baby just to tell your friends, oh, my baby daddy, he look good, or he got this, or he in the streets, or he sell dope, or he do this and that. You ain't keeping the baby on the strip because you really want to be a parent. Because, nigga, I got some baby mamas like that right motherfucking now. They don't want to deal with them kids because I didn't choose them. Right. So since I didn't choose them, and I choose the kid because I believe in taking care of my kids. But I had some motherfucking baby mamas that are blocking. A man only can do so much. If he keep trying and trying to see the child, eventually he gonna get the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Why should I have to take you to court to see my child? Bitch, I didn't have to take you to court to get the bust a nut in you. You freely did that shit. So with that being said, I'm like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? If I make a baby I'll take care of the baby. Stop trying to block me. But if you keep pushing me away, then lying to the kids, oh, your daddy ain't around, tell them the truth. You gonna tell them, you gonna make it like we was together. Oh, your daddy cheated on me. Or your daddy did. Nah, tell the truth. I was fucking, you was fucking too.
Right.
Well, I was fucking, you was fucking too. And the baby came out. The baby came out. The nigga wanted to be around, but I wanted more. Nigga didn't want to be there like that. So I kept him up. They ain't gonna tell him that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say this. 85% of women, they gonna hurt their kids faster than the daddy. Because guess what? When you first born, who you gonna put your trust in first, the mama or the daddy?
Not until you gonna put your trust in the mama because she carried you in the womb.
Right.
So naturally and traditionally, you thinking that.
Yeah.
But when a man has been hurt by the person that has carried him in the womb, that's a whole nother other level that you dealing with.
That's like me.
When a girl has been hurt from her father, that's a whole nother other level.
But listen to what I'm trying to say. Whether you a dude or a girl, both of them kids came out the same womb, right? Yeah. So you gonna put all your trust in the woman, your mother. Whatever your mama tell you, that's what you gonna believe. But everything that your mama tell you, a lot of times, ain't 100.
That I don't know. I beg to differ. I beg to differ because, you know, that I just feel like it just depends on the individual. You know what I'm saying? Naturally, you know, you might come out feeling like that, but I'm here to say everybody don't feel like that.
No, what I'm saying,
everybody don't always think that they going with their mama. They going with
most of them go with their mama.
Yeah, some of them going with their daddy because they watch with the daddy.
I ain't met too many of this fucking daddy.
The daddy gonna show up. He gonna show up. He gonna look like he's a fun dad. He's gonna look like he's doing this, he's doing that, because when he has the kid, doing all the fun things, but necessarily, again, because his image is already created to be power, he don't have to go through some of the same tactics and things that the mom does. But it goes back to saying, when you said about when the daddy was telling the child this, when the daddy was doing this, when the daddy was doing that, the mama was always intervening. Oh, don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to my daughter like that. They cuddle him a lot. You know what I mean? Like my homeboy said, y'all women coddle the children.
They do.
When we are trying to teach them, y'all want to have them on the nip. Release the nip out their mouth so we can
even in football. Even in football, why you cussing at them? Motherfucker, the coaches cuss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you gotta step back and let the man be the man and let the woman be the woman. You gotta know your role and you gotta stay in your lane.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you this. Check this out. Who support gay shit the most?
Well, naturally, I just don't think that no man's gonna be supporting.
No, that ain't what I said. What race? Who support the gay shit first?
Are you talking about gender or race?
Gender.
It's gonna be the female because of the simple fact it's the whole act. It's the whole act of the sexual. It's the whole act of the sexual thing and all that. Ain't no man gonna go for that. Ain't no real man thinking about none of that or anything of that nature. But it also goes back to when they said, in the home you should teach a boy that it's okay to have emotion. You know what I mean?
I was never taught that.
It ain't necessarily about this or that or whatever, because then they get out and they get in these relationships and they don't necessarily know how to be like that.
Look, you better shut your motherfucking ass up being emotional, especially if you a nigga, you always going to jail. Nigga, don't take your punk ass to jail and start crying. You gonna be in there washing drawers with shit in it.
I said proper emotion. I ain't talking about like crying because
nigga, they gon' cry.
The other whatever.
They gon' cry.
Because a lot of times people say, okay, well, when they say, oh, toughen up. You a man. But
that's what the men say, not the women. The women, that's my baby.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's what they say.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what the women say. That's my baby. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. That's why I be like, man, it's fucked up, boy. I'm telling you. Who the females? What's the females? The rappers that females look up to?
I would say they like Cardi. I would say they like Nicki. I say they like Sexy. I say they
Who
like
number one,
Glorilla.
though?
It depends on what you like.
Who number one? I bet you he can answer.
I think all four of them right now is running.
Who number one?
I believe Cardi B.
You motherfucking right.
Cardi B number
You motherfucking right. She leading them.
Yeah.
She leading
leading
them.
the pack.
She leading them. She telling y'all to go shake that ass, nigga. But the crazy part about it, though, I like a lot of Cardi B songs. She can rap and everything, but I mean, she doing certain shit because she's still young.
Mm-hmm.
When she get a little older, her mind frame gonna get different.
But do you see how she's transitioning though from the beginning to now? It's already switching. It's already changing. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to Sexy Red, she came out.
Man,
she was doing this. She was doing that.
Her.
She was, she was twerking. She was doing all that. But now she ain't doing all that.
I remember when
like
Cardi
that.
B first came out. I bought her first CD. That's the first female rapper that I ever bought.
Right.
I bought her shit because I personally liked her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing really bad to say about her, but because she's an entertainer. If you stupid motherfuckers follow that lead, whatever she put out, she's still gonna get paid off. Like a lot of these motherfucking rappers, they really actors because behind the scene, they got an image to put out, but they ain't really living some of that shit that
It's
they
a
say.
character.
Yeah.
It's a character. They have a character that they put on and that they, use when it comes to the public. That's a character that they're acting in. But that goes back to when, you taught in your home. You believe in everything that Jane told you. You believe in everything that Jack said, but you ain't believing nothing that you was showed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the same. That's why those individuals believe everything that these rappers are saying. These R&B artists are saying, and all this and all that. Okay, let's talk about the simple fact and demographic of older men talking to younger women. Now we all came from that generation where that was happening like left and right, pulling up to the schools, picking up the young girls because they had already graduated or they was in their 20s and they was picking up them freshmen or them sophomores or them juniors and all of that. But then still because you got all this money or you got all this or you got all that, now you the number one villain out here. But this has been going on.
That's because they can't get the women in their age category. They can't manipulate them like that. So it's easy to manipulate a little girl with a small mind.
Right.
Duh.
That goes back.
That's why I school my daughters. Now, if you be stupid, that's on you, but you can't say you ain't had a daddy that told you. Because I be telling them, you don't want to. I tell my daughter straight up, you see how your daddy work and hustle, and he still come home every night, and he make sure the bills paid? That's the type of nigga you want. You can't never knock a nigga side hustle. As long as that nigga treating you good, he ain't whooping your motherfucking ass. He giving you everything you need. If y'all got kids, he take care of them kids and yourself. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you can't say nothing about the nigga side hustle because you can't stop a nigga side hustle. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to fuck with a nigga in and out of jail. That's a dub. You don't want to get pregnant by a nigga in and out of jail. You don't want to fuck with a nigga that keep a lot of niggas around. You don't want to fuck with none of them type of niggas. Them is red flags. If you choose to fuck with that, don't come to me crying. 2, if you got a nigga, you shouldn't come and ask your daddy for shit. Because if you do, I'm going to be like, shit, where your man at? You shouldn't be asking me for shit.
Right.
If you got a man.
Right.
Because if I got a woman, I ain't going to ask nobody for nothing anyway. But that's the woman job. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If we ain't got it, we gonna do without it. Straight up.
Right.
But a lot of these women that I see, because I know a lot of women, like how I talk, they'll get mad how I talk. But how I talk, these bitches right now got an ain't shit ass nigga in their house right now. They just don't want to expose the nigga. They can't speak on the nigga right now. Because they get mad at the nigga and tell their friend he ain't shit, girl, this and that. And as soon as they get off the phone, they gonna go home and suck his dick, girl. He fucked me good.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Whole line.
They be drunk off a dick. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say I'm tripping. Or I don't like that nigga. How you don't like me? Because I'm a cool ass nigga. You mad because I grew up around a lot of women and I already knew the streets because I hung around a gang of niggas. And I got a daddy that's a street nigga. Walk state and fed penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, a lot of them women got the same type of nigga that they said they don't like. They got that same type of nigga at home. And then, the nigga that they don't like, they raising the same type of son.
Right. Okay, so let me ask you a question when it comes to that, because you said a couple of key things that I was listening to and I heard that I don't think a lot of people understand. So when you say, okay, I teach my daughters this, I teach my daughters that, was you always that type of person? And so what are you teaching in that ramification? Because it took you time to get to where you at to want to deposit that in the female. So what made you want to deposit that as a second question?
In my daughter?
No, in the woman that you was with, because naturally you already said that I was wanting to run through them. I was wanting to do this. I was wanting to do that. So
I'm gonna tell you why. Because if I fuck with you like that, I'm gonna speak life to you. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna fuck with any woman how you carry yourself. If you carry yourself like a slut, nigga gonna just run through. You don't give a fuck. If you carry yourself like you somebody, then the nigga gonna speak life to you.
Right.
You don't want this type of nigga.
Right.
You don't want that type of nigga. And then you got some niggas out here to be like, baby, I think you too good for me. So I ain't the nigga for you.
Right.
Now, I might be that type of nigga years down the line if we cross paths, but I'm here right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some of them females, they don't respect it.
I believe in choices.
Yeah. So a lot of them, they want it right now. That's the same way. Like, when I'm in the streets, they want the drug money. If I tell them I want to go to school, they don't want me. I ain't shit. I had a baby mama told me that before.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm like, what?
Told me. I said, I don't want to be in the streets and get my money like they don't.
So she just wanted to put you out there in harm's way, and then naturally I'm supposed to love you.
She told me I was a lame and she need a real nigga.
Oh, okay. So I would have been like, okay, and I'm finna get all my things and I'm finna go on my merry little way because I see that you ready to set me up for failure. And you're a red flag. You
look at
my life.
All them females that talked all that shit about me, where your nigga at that's helping you? Nigga, you done been ran. By the time your child hit 18, your kid done seen you in about 7, 8, 9 a better relationship. These bitches got a different boyfriend every 3 to 6 months.
Okay, so I got another question. In a relationship, now this here is a big one to me. Now, who's the prize? Who's the prize? Who do you think is the prize in the relationship? Because a lot of people say, oh, the man is the prize. The woman already has this, is that, and the other against her, and this is that, and the other. So, who do you think is the prize?
Whoever doing on their shit is the prize.
Mm-hmm. I think we both are. Personally.
Nah,
I think we both bringing something to the table to where if you're loving on me, I'm supposed to love on you.
But you said
at the end of the day,
who is the prize though?
Yeah, so we both the prize.
No, you both ain't the prize because you could be with a motherfucking nigga right then and now. You ain't shit and neither is he. So how the fuck is you a prize?
We're not talking about people that.
No, you said who is the prize?
Understandable.
Who is the prize? That's just like this. If I fuck with you and you got 20 times more than me and doing way more better, I can learn from you. You the prize. I'm lucky to meet you.
Right. You got more value.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I got more than you, you gonna shut the fuck up and follow my lead and listen because I got more than you. So whoever is on their shit more is the prize.
Okay.
Because you got a lot of you got 2 motherfuckers together. I know some women. You got 2 motherfuckers. Blind leading the blind. Tell me y'all ain't never seen a female and a dude like this. Check this out. Y'all stay in a 1-bedroom apartment. He living paycheck to paycheck. Or she living paycheck to paycheck. Neither one of them can really keep a job. Mm-hmm. But they always kicked out, evicted. So they can't keep a crib no longer than 3 to 6 months. Then they always stand with somebody.
Right.
I know some people like that.
Right.
I know some chicks. I know some chicks right now. That's 40, 41, 42 years old. Had 4, 5 kids. Bitch, why you don't got your own crib? You staying still with your parents. Talking about how niggas ain't shit. How you gonna say a nigga ain't shit? These niggas ain't shit. Bitch, you ain't doing nothing. The only job you ever had was home health. And it ain't the home health where you go to a job and work. Bitch, y'all trying to cut in on the check. Hey, check this out. You gonna sign this paper and we gonna split the check.
Right.
We've been doing it for about 3 or 4 years. That's the only income you got. You want a nigga to come in and save you. Bitch, you ain't got nothing. You still riding in the 89 car. You know what I'm saying? Raggedy is a motherfucker, man. That's why I be like, fuck nah. I will say this. My oldest daughter doing good as a motherfucker. My middle daughter, Naya, out of my daughters that I know, by my wife, they doing the best that I know. And my oldest sons, my twins, they doing the best. And my son, Trill, he doing his thing. And my son, Batina, he got his own crib. He doing his thing. Good job. But some of the other kids that's still coming up, they still learning because I laid the blueprint. Mm-hmm. Then my twins, they laid the demonstration down. You got to follow them leads. Now, if you don't follow what was put in your face, you like to struggle.
Right.
You like to be dumb. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's why I'm saying it's a different generation. So anything that's under 18 right now, who they look up to now?
They bros. It's
Who the rapper that controlling the kids nowadays?
I would say, what would that be? That would be Young Boy. Mm-hmm.
What's some more? Most of y'all they heroes is
in jail.
They either in jail.
Facing recaps.
Yeah. And then a lot of them, once they get so much time and they don't want to do that time, now you on the government supervision. Now you're going to do what the government, the feds tell you to do now. You don't want to be locked up for the rest of your life, so now you're going to be a puppet for me. I'm going to let you make this money, but you can't be you no more. You going to think about all these rappers that always did all this crime. Then all of a sudden, they ain't doing all that shit no more. Mm-hmm. Now they damn near billionaires, like what you were speaking on, who you just said, nigga, you ain't doing that shit no more. Mm-hmm. You talking it, but you ain't doing it because they can throw you away forever.
Right.
I knew who was real when they did that shit to R. Kelly. I said, hold on. How the fuck can a nigga be a millionaire and they strip all that nigga money and break him? That's when I knew it was real. The white man run the world. Till God come back. How you break this nigga and then you take all his money from the books and give it away so he broke? Well, really he ain't broke because you still getting money off his songs. Why you locked up?
That goes back to slavery. That goes back to whipping and breaking their backs.
I'm going to give it to you and I can take it away.
I'm going to chastise you. I'm going to keep you in this box. Mm-hmm. But that's why I say once you know the value in yourself, it don't matter what nobody say because you ain't going to put yourself in that position.
That's why I don't give a fuck about being in the industry. I'd rather get it underground, like shit what we doing right now. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck about having 100 million. If I made it to a 1 million or 2 million, if I made it to 500,000 at the age I am at 48, I'm cool. I know how to maintain that.
Right.
I ain't got to be filthy rich. Who I'm impressed. When you die, you can't take all that money with you. Think about it. All these rappers and singers that's millionaires, what they do for their community? Because all I see them in this generation, all they do is buy jewelry, cars, and cribs.
But that's because of their mindset. They come from.
That's what I just said.
They come from a lack.
They ain't never had shit.
Exactly. Yeah. So that makes them feel fulfilled because of the simple fact they're trying to impress the world instead of already having something within themselves.
But I ain't impressed. I ain't impressed at all because if you love your black people so much, how come you ain't building schools? Right. You ain't building all type of shit. And then you got, like me, I would go build something in the whole. How many motherfucking rappers build shit in a different state? That is like, you got rappers that's from Atlanta and Texas. Most of them, they only built their city. They ain't, a lot of them, it's very sudden you see some of them put something in another state. They gonna put it in their state and tax the fuck out of you with it. Some of their restaurants, garbage. I was watching a show on YouTube and they was going around testing out some of these rappers' restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Trash.
Mm-hmm.
Trash. I'm like, damn, you got all this money, but you got garbage for food.
Well, that's just because they're looking at it as a
and taxing the black people, they own black people high as a motherfucker.
Right.
To buy it. Man, black people hurt their own black people. That's just like up here. How many black businesses that really lasted? Only ones I know. It might be a couple more, but the Gates, they still rocking. Peachtree still rocking. It might be a couple of more, but you don't see too many. The motherfucking Indians and all them people, Mexicans, they done took over the black areas.
Right. But a lot of times, they can come over here and they can make businesses, and because they are not from the country, they don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more behind that scene that you got to understand the business ethics of how things work. Well, that's the reason why they can come and they have these pop-up shops. They do this, they do that, and all of that, because they're not really of the land.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why some people want to get them up out of here, because again, if you here and you making these businesses and you doing this and you doing that, and we can't capitalize on it, because that's all it is about, is capitalizing.
But black people ain't gonna really do shit with it anyway, if they was here or not. Let's think about it. They can't get along.
Right, but that's because sometimes they trapped in their mind, but not all of them.
That's just like, for instance, that's just like you. If you came in, you look like a businesswoman. It's gonna be some bitch. If you come in, hey, I need you to do this and do that. I need you to take this money to the bank and do this. I'm tired of working for this bitch. They gonna try to cut deals behind your back to go get to another spot. So they thinking they gonna do better than what you offer them. Right. But when they find out the grass ain't greener, they're gonna try to come back. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's how most black people will try to cutthroat you real quick. That's just like when I met bro. What I say, bro? If I got a big deal, I'm hitting him up, bringing him right with me. Right. He gave me the bigger platform to do this shit. I ain't never been into podcasts and none of that type of shit. He seen the vision for me and hit me up all the time for it, and I started doing it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I got to, you know what I'm saying, keep it real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you see a lot of black people, that's just like me. If I do a podcast, how many black people gonna share it?
Right. That goes back to the simple fact of envy.
Yeah.
Envy.
But they will share a rapper that ain't from our city. That's just like right now. How the fuck he didn't win for the best, what you call it, choreographer? Did I say it right? Videographer. How he ain't win? And he doing more shit, more than a lot of people I know. Cause he older, certain clique of people that he probably don't fuck with. Nigga, all the shit that you know I did. How come I ain't never been listed in that shit? Oh, I'm older.
Who's who?
Yeah, it's all about who know. You gotta be a part of this clique. And most of these cliques right here is drama. Nigga, we got our hands in everything. Podcasts, movies, music, everything, clothing line, all type of shit I do. Most black people, what's the first thing they want to do as a man? He want to be a rapper, or he want a drug dealer.
That's it. Or the sport.
Now the new generation, 21 and under, they don't want no money. They want a body.
Want a body?
They don't want no money. They don't want no money.
All of them.
Man, fuck.
I would say this.
They don't want no motherfucking money.
A lot of young people are coming.
First thing they want to do, I want to get a gun. They want a gun. As soon as you give these young motherfuckers a gun, they gonna go kill somebody. Yeah, they don't want no money. Yeah. Nigga, you gonna catch a murder case, and nigga, you can't even bond out. Man. Come on, man.
Because you got to call your mama.
Nigga, she ain't got it.
She ain't got it. They ain't stacking.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why people wonder why I don't let my 17-year-old nigga. I got a hold of mine. That if he live in my house, you gonna do what the fuck I say do.
I know that's right.
I don't give a fuck if you get mad at me. You can play a video game all day. I'll let you work a job. I'll let you gotta go to school, work a job. I'll let you play video games all night, as long as I know you're safe. Right. No, you can't run the streets of my house. No, I do not let you go with anybody you want to go. Nigga, I keep you alive. Who the fuck want a dead child? A lot of motherfucking mamas And these daddies, especially the mamas, they'll tell the daddy, that's my child, I bled from. Okay. How many females had to call their baby daddy and say they son dead? How many? How many had to call them? You know your son, he locked up for murder. And you know what he gonna say? If he a decent daddy, I told you to let him come live with me. She don't want him to go live with him because the nigga probably doing good with a different fee. You probably was a hood bitch, ratchet, got a mouth on you. You can't really deal with her. Now he in a cut. He work a good job or he got on his own business. He got a decent wife or a woman. You don't want him in that environment because it's gonna make you look bad. You too mad and scared that your son gonna like his woman. You know what I'm saying? So now he over here. He get to do what he want to do. He thugging over here. When he come over his daddy house, he can't do that shit. So now, guess what? You got to call him. You know your son locked up. How he get locked up? Well, I let him go with his friend, and I didn't even know they was going to do this and do that. So you mean to tell me I can read a motherfucker? I can tell you if you a bad company. And I don't really trust motherfuckers around my kids like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't let my kids go spend the night at people's house either. Because you know what I'm saying? That's why every kid that came out of my house is different from the outside kid. You know what I'm saying? See, the ones outside, they mamas, they can do what they want to do. I can say, I don't want them to do. You know what they going to say? Exactly say, it's my kid. They live over here. I do what I want to do. That's why I said, when it come to, I didn't allow my daughters to have boyfriends and shit at 14, 15. My mama didn't allow that shit with me. Nowadays, these women, they allow their kids to have, oh, that's her boyfriend. Okay. I don't like it, but she live over there with you. So when that little girl, that's my daughter, come up pregnant, 14 to 15, we need to meet you need to meet them. That's your problem. I'm over here. I got kids over here. You didn't want to let me have. I told you I didn't want my daughter around this type of shit. Or I didn't want her to have them. Well, you okay for her to have that. So now you deal with. You call me talking about she pregnant. See, it sound like a you problem. Because nigga, the youngest child in my house, 17, got to be 18. That means it's done. So when you let your kid be, same thing with a son. If you allow your son to lay up in your house and fuck bitches while you in the other room, you know they did. Oh, mama, I'm just bringing her in. We just watching TV. Man, come on. You been
watching TV?
You know how it
go. You was saying you was watching TV?
Yeah. So when he get that little girl pregnant and the mama come to you, ain't no use your son. Let me tell you what your son did. You can I don't want to talk to them. You gonna talk to him. He live with you. You allowed this shit. Because your kids gonna only do what you allow them to do. My mama strict as a motherfucker. If something ain't right, my mama come in that motherfucker like a drill start. She putting her hands on me. She whooping ass. That's the type of mama I got.
What you say? They still feel like they can do to this day. Man, I'm your mama.
Man, these young dudes nowadays, they mama scared of them. They mama run them. They mama ain't got no control. The nigga coming, man, a female be sitting right there. Her son 15, 16. Kicked out of school, disrespectful as a motherfucker. 3 or 4 niggas are better. All of them got guns on them. The mama will just sit there and won't say shit. She'll wait till the nigga like, that nigga ain't shit. He gonna be locked up, or that motherfucker is. Bitch, why you ain't told him that?
Why you ain't told him to get out?
You scared of him.
Why you ain't told him? If you don't follow my rules, if you ain't abiding by what I'm trying to do, which is gonna keep you safe until you figure out how to do yourself, well then you can go on out there, because see, I'm not gonna be working to waste no time.
They make excuses for their kids. That's why I always said, I'm not coming in at about to be 48. Bitch, I ain't taking care of your kids. Fuck your kids. You better call their daddy. I'm just keeping it 100.
So what you over there doing? Looking at them?
Nigga, I ain't gonna look at them. Nigga, I'm fucking them gone. If
you in a relationship with
I'm not gonna get in a relationship.
If you in a relationship with
I ain't gotta worry about it now because I'm already married. I'm saying in general, I'm not gonna do it.
If you was in a relationship with
I'm not gonna get it.
She got kids.
Fuck them kids.
You just looking at them?
Fuck them kids.
Okay, so what if they wasn't the kind that was defiant?
I don't care.
Oh no.
I'm on grandpa time now. Who the fuck want to be 48 changing diapers?
I ain't talking about no little ones.
No, these bitches got little kids.
Well, what is you doing messing with somebody?
Man, this motherfuckers that's your age, nigga, and they got they youngest child, 5 or 6.
Oh no, that's too much.
Matter of fact, I got a baby mama like that, a couple.
With the little babies?
Nigga, 5th grade and 4th grade. And younger.
So they done started over.
Start over completely.
You ain't gonna make me start over. Bitch, call me when little poo-poo go to sleep. Little poo-poo, nigga, I'm trying to knock your mama down, nigga. For at least about an hour or 2, bitch. By the time 6 o'clock come, bitch, I'm gone before, nigga, the kids ain't gonna see me. I'm gone, nigga, hey.
And again, then you gonna be having another poo-poo and tutu.
No, I
because
don't.
you was coming over there in and out. And then you done got...
I stay strapped. I got
told
smart.
you they poke holes in them.
Nah,
I told you they poke holes in
They don't poke holes in my shit because I bring my own.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
shit.
I bring
my
your own.
own. I don't trust no bitch's condom.
Trust no woman.
I told you they
I don't want to give my money to
They
a woman.
take the condoms that you wrap up in the toilet paper. They take all that baby out. They insert it into their body. They do whatever they gotta do to get that baby.
I don't give a fuck.
They extra taking
They probably do
pills.
on the stupid
They
niggas.
taking pills to make their hormones to be able to capture it right
They
when
can
you
catch
do
you what
it.
they want to give it.
They
They
doing
won't
all
catch
kinds of
me. They won't catch me. I've been smart. Now, when I was in my 20s and early 30s, I was still dumb. Nigga, I started getting way more money. Bitch, you ain't get no money from me. I'm telling you. That's why I put it on social media. Real nigga, I'm not taking care of your kids at all.
Right.
Nigga, if I wasn't married, I want a motherfucker that say the same shit I did. I'm not trying to be nobody mama. Nigga, I'm trying to kick it with you. Nigga, for real.
I'm trying to tell you.
For real.
The women is on that nowadays.
No, they not.
Yes, they is.
No, they not.
Okay. They on that. We're not so tired with the men.
He got more women on his face than me. I deleted all mine. I had like 6,000. I got 200 females. What do you see on yours?
Oh man, I've been seeing women,
Man, these bitches off the chain.
Off the chain.
They want you to take care of they kids. They got probably about 3 or 4 different niggas.
Man.
I don't know.
They expect
That's a lot.
that.
Yeah.
What? Hey, it's called. You have to take the hen with the chiclets.
Fuck them hens with the chiclets.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Oh, so y'all was just there for the good time, not the long time.
That's it.
All right, so that was established at the
You goddamn right.
Oh, okay.
We established it after that.
Yeah.
So
I
It
say
was
that.
established on the phone call because these young niggas, I'm trying to tell you.
Man, I ain't calling your phone asking you about your kids.
Right.
What you doing? You gonna have your kid? When he going to sleep? When is she going to sleep? I'm gonna come home with her around 11, 12, 1 o'clock. Man, I ain't trying to meet your kids. I don't even try to meet their mama.
Yeah, you hilarious.
Now I'm real with it.
Yeah.
Why I'm alive?
Right.
You said I'm not even trying to meet nobody.
No.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah.
So when the female acts like that and she come into it like that,
She's right.
hold on. Well, no, I'm saying when she come in and say, hey, you know, what's up, pull up, you know, I just want to hook up, blah, 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 blah. Are you decrediting her as a woman and saying, oh, she's a hoe?
She not. She gonna give you all that. She gonna let you fuck the shit out of her because she knows she got, like you said, chicklets.
Right, but I'm saying this. When a woman say, okay, I want to match your energy. I want to do exactly how you felt like you wanted to come in and do,
we going old
this
school.
and do that.
Women are not equal to men.
I'm not saying about equal. I'm talking about the simple
You can't do what a man do.
No, I said
they want to be like a man.
She is okay with the simple fact that all she wants to do is have a good time.
Only way she can do that.
Hold on. Why is it that now she's looked at as being less than of a woman? Why?
Want me to tell you why? We going back to old school values.
Now we're going back to, because old school values said that you got to take the baby in.
No, we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that. Listen. What I'm saying is, ask an older lady, 80-something years old, a man can fuck 1,000 women. He's still gonna look good. Let you go do it. What's she gonna call you? A Jezebel?
Mm-hmm. And we call the man a Jezebel.
No! We ain't talking about, nigga, you don't call
you a gigolo.
No.
You a gigolo.
No. We talking about old school.
Old school, that's a gigolo.
Man.
That's a gigolo.
Come on, man. You go to church. If you go to church Them old school women, they know goddamn well they motherfucking husband and fucked a couple of them bitches in that church. But they still gonna sit up there with them. First lady,
mother.
She know what he doing.
Deacon on the first pew.
Yeah.
Over there on the left hand side, he takes the seat every Sunday.
Yeah.
And the mother that takes up on the motherboard. Right.
But that's what I'm saying though. At my age, if I wasn't married, I want a motherfucker like if I was fucking with you, hey, in a month, we gonna go out of town, we gonna go do this and that. Nigga, I gotta have a baby, so I gotta see if I gotta have a man, bitch, you on standby.
Exactly.
I'm about to go find another bitch. Yeah, that's what
I'm saying, dog. She gonna be ready. She gonna be prepared. She's gonna be ready. She's gonna already know because you came into it talking like that. So
I let them know on social media.
Oh yeah.
For years. I'm not taking care of nobody's kids. I got my own kids.
I'm not taking care. I'm not waiting.
None.
Okay.
I took care of my kids. Take care of yours. Go call their daddy.
Exactly.
Call their daddy. Am I right?
I don't disagree. I don't disagree in that form and fashion. If you're dealing with a man, and the simple fact, I'm not talking about taking care of this, that, and the other, because I feel like any man that see a situation or whatever and see the woman doing what she gonna do, he gonna kick down regardless. Even if he say he ain't gonna do it how he ain't
not
gonna
me,
do it.
I ain't kicking shit
he
down.
Gonna kick something down.
I'm gonna kick you some, not me.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's gonna do something.
Nah, I ain't doing shit for your kids. I'm gonna tell you that now. Nigga, all I'm gonna do is speak to him. I ain't what's up, cause I ain't mean
you
to
gonna bring a meal up in there, you gonna do something.
No, I mean, I'll feed a kid.
That's what I'm saying. Something.
Let me tell you something, the difference.
There's limits.
I'm not gonna leave no kids starving. That's two different things. But taking care of a kid, I'm not gonna do that. If you got kids and we just fucking, we kicking, your kids ain't eat or nothing like that, they hungry, I'm gonna feed your kid. I don't want a motherfucker feed mine.
Man, it's something.
That's guys.
It's something to don't. I just want y'all to know.
That's a harsh type nigga though. I didn't say I'm gonna be mean to a kid. I'm saying I'm not taking care of no kids. That ain't my job. But if you got hard times, you a little low in money, your kids ain't ate, nigga, I don't mind helping you out. Nigga, them is kids.
Okay,
God,
clarify then.
No, but I'm not taking care. I'm not buying clothes, shoes. I'm not babysitting. I'm not doing none of that.
Taking them to school.
I'm not doing none of that.
He said I'm not taking them to school.
Now, if you choose to fuck with a woman to get in a relationship, you are obligated and you live in that house. You are obligated. That's why I would never be obligated.
Okay. So it's levels to it in what you're saying. You're saying if I'm just doing a fly-by-way and I'm an in and out and I got my own situation in my own house and all this is where we're at. But if I take that and I now join it and I'm coming into the home.
If you move in the house with that's your responsibility.
Okay. Clarify.
But I don't want to live in no house with a woman that got with a whole bunch with kids crying.
Right.
Running around. I was at the DMV getting my tags today. Soon as I'm sitting there getting my tag, I seen a chick walk in. She had some cute little kids. The little boy, about this tall. Swear to God, he probably about 5 or 6. But his mind frame was like 2 or 3. He got to crying, and I was like, man, I don't want no bitch like that. It's a turn off. Cause I'll be like, man, don't leave that little motherfucker with me. He a crybaby.
Right.
And then they make it worse because they baby him. 5, 6 years old, he crying. I remember I fucked with a chick a long time ago. Her son head big as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Walking around, you holding this big egghead ass kid on the lap. I'm looking at her like, fuck wrong with you? That crybaby ass nigga. You shouldn't be crying unless you fell and you bleeding and you broke a bone or something. Nigga, that motherfucker 5 or 6, man, get your ass up. I don't baby no little boys.
Right.
They be babying their sons and one around the motherfuckers punks. Talking about, I knew my son was gay at 5. Bitch, come on. Bitch, you didn't put this shit in your head. You thought that shit was funny when you was making that little boy play with dolls and all that type. We couldn't even touch dolls and shit.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Couldn't even have a Teletubby or nothing that resembled a doll. A stuffed animal carrying around for the little boys was no.
A woman said, ain't nothing wrong with a little boy playing with a doll. Bitch, yes it is. You got some of these motherfuckers playing in their mama dresses and makeup and shit like that, and then wonder why you laughing playing. Then wonder why he started taking dick when he get 13. He feminine as a motherfucker.
Feminine.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's feminine.
Yeah. I can tell him. Yeah. That's why I be like, no. I grew up in the area, nigga. My kids ain't gonna play sport. Get your ass out there. This generation, they don't play. You don't see no bikes, do you? When you go to Walmart, do you see all them bikes filled?
Right.
They don't ride bikes no more.
Right. They got
video games.
They got video games. They got
iPhones.
Scooters. They got electric mopeds, electric bikes. They ain't doing nothing on a regular level.
I'm gonna tell you something else. You might not agree. Who the coldest in sports? Like far as like high school, the black community or the white?
I feel as though, always, how I feel. I feel that it just depends.
I'm listening.
I feel like it depends on the individual.
Let me
because to me, growing up, and this is just me in the way that I grew up, okay? Because I grew up in an all-white school where we were the only blacks.
Go ahead, give it to me.
Okay? So, depending on what was taught with that kid, a lot of times because structure and a different layout was taught with the Caucasian kid, he was hitting it harder. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to prove himself in a different way. Whereas, naturally they felt like an African-American kid just naturally had it and he could do it. But his mindset couldn't receive the direction. So he wasn't coachable. So because he wasn't coachable, he lacked the ability to do what he had to do. Just because you got a God-given talent and you're not coachable, I can't do nothing with you.
Okay, now let me see what I see. My kids play for Papa Pointer, right? Mm-hmm. My oldest. Now check this out. When you got black coaches, they would teach their kids more. They teach basically the fuck up the white kids. Like they teach them basically it's like violence. You get what I'm saying? Go fuck them up. Go hurt them. It's just like the white coaches teach them motherfuckers the fundamentals. Two books. From a boy to a man, loyalty over love. I got a YouTube channel, A1A1, and check me out. I got all platforms of music. Type in A1A1.
Go ahead and check me out. I got some upcoming events coming on. I got the podcast going to be laying out me and my aunties. That's going to be a derivative of my niece and my sisters. We got some collaboration coming in. And I also got, Skylar's Hair. Look me up on Instagram, to check me out to see what I'm doing out here in the world.
I'm just trying to get this money. I'm trying to stay out the way and get